So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this little test. Can you see a difference between ProRes high quality from an Atomos Ninja V, for instance, and an internal recording from your camera when it's both also 10-bit? So, we have now two separate folders here. Unfortunately, I didn't disable the HDMI overlay recording from my S1H. That's why you have in some recordings my overlay here. As you can see, I tested here, for instance, the 6K 420 10-bit long GOP recording. Let's focus for now on this recording here. That's from my Lumix S1H internal MOV 4K 422 10-bit All.Intra recording, and I have the same thing in my S1H here. This here, for a fair comparison, is in both videos applied the Vlog to Rec 709 LUT. No color grading whatsoever, and let's see if we can see a difference here. That's obviously the Atomos recording, because the embedded HDMI overlay disabled it. I made recently a little short film, and maybe I forget this in the first 10 scenes, but whatever. So, can we see a difference here? I cannot see a difference. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. But now make a better real world test here. This is a tree bark here. That's sometimes very hard for a camera to record this correctly. And is this the same as this here? I think so. Yes, I also tested the 6K in comparison to the ProRes RAW. I mean, that's not 422, that's 420. And let's make maybe a little color grading stress test here. Let's add a little bit of contrast and let's move the highlights, etc. I mean, you can flex this very much. The preview is on full, and I will set the color space to 32-bit video level. Let's say that's it. Can we see a little bit banding here and broken colors? Let's zoom in here a little bit. For me, that looks good. That's the internal S1H recording in 6K. Let's copy all these things I did in this clip and put it on the ProRes RAW clip. Can we see a difference here besides the overlay? I mean, that's good for you. You can see now this is the Atomos overlay here. I don't... can we see a little bit color banding here in the highlights? We see a little bit at least. Do we see it also here? Yes, I hope you can see it as well due to YouTube compression. Maybe you see a little bit distorted colors here, a little bit blocking, so-called blocking, banding. But maybe you don't see this as much as I see it because of YouTube compression. Let's go back to 100% and voila, you don't see anything at all. Let's look for another clip. That's the, let's look for a clip that is basically where you see then, let's make a little stress test here. That's the Atomos Ninja V clip here. And sometimes when you want to color stress test something, you pick a color and change the color. For instance, you want to pick green and make it, make the green color a little bit more yellow. Like this. Okay, you have green color, and some people like to make it a little bit more green to have a little bit autumn vibes here. Then also a little bit more saturation. Let's make it manual here. Pick the green and make saturation at green. Hue versus hue. You know, let's change a lot here till we have all the greens and blues here. So, and now we have a pretty strong color shift here. Can we see distorted colors and banding? Not so much, not so much. That looks actually pretty good in my opinion. So let's look for this clip in, that's basically this clip here. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, like an alien planet. Green leaves become red. So, and I hope I find now the same clip in my Lumix S1H. I think that is this clip here. Is it the same clip? Yes, that's the same clip. I was on the phone with my friend. talking a little bit, and it's the same clip. Yeah. So now when you have Vegas Pro 22, are we recording? Yes. When you have Vegas Pro 22 and you want to make the same color changes to another clip, you basically hit right-click copy, right-click paste this, and now voila, you made the same color settings or crop settings or whatever effects on the second clip. And can we now see in the Lumix All.Intra a little color shift or banding or whatsoever? I don't think so. Some people may think All.Intra 422 is exactly the same as ProRes, maybe a little bit less data. I think it is almost completely the same. If you look here, you have 10-bit MP4, 153 mbits per second, and in the ProRes RAW, it's 230 mbits per second, basically almost the same. Scan type progressive, bitrate variable. I don't know why it's not, say, 10-bit or whatsoever, but who knows, but it is 10-bit. It is basically the same. You know what, let's put these clips over another that we see basically maybe a difference side by side. Same LUT, no color correction whatsoever, and then put these over each other, then make a little mask that we see one clip left, one clip right. Okay, that looks cool, thank you very much. And now compare these both clips here. Can we see a difference?
Für 100 Euro, für 70 Euro Kokain und weiß ich was.
Let's disable my talking here. Zack. Okay, thank you very much. So let's make the screen as big as possible for you guys, that you see it also in the YouTube format. Can you see a difference? I mean, when you cannot see a difference in your YouTube world and I cannot see a difference in my professional screen here, then nobody will see a difference. Maybe you can work better a little bit with ProRes high quality, but that's up to you. I think that's almost the same. I wouldn't say, yeah, that looks exactly the same for me. I couldn't even tell which clip is which. Maybe when you pixel peep or whatever, but I even then think you cannot see a difference. That looks exactly the same for me. Yes, that's 1-to-1. Where do you want ProRes? Is this recording? Yes. Quick tip, you want ProRes high quality when you want to edit very smooth, because when you record in, for instance, with some camera in MP4 or long GOP, your computer need more juice to encode it to have a smooth playback. ProRes high quality or ProRes RAW is made for editing. That runs ultra smooth. It runs here ultra smooth in Ultra HD 25 FPS 1-to-1, even 2 clips over each other. I have a little bit lag here, but I also record in OBS, and that makes your editing life very easy when you have ProRes high quality, especially when you record, for instance, H.265 from a GoPro, and that editing is a nightmare. That will drain your PC power very, very fast. ProRes is made for editing, very easy for editing. In my opinion, is this useful when you have a project that demands fast editing, or you have a client that wants ProRes high quality? It has bigger data files, bigger data management, and I made in some occasions the mistake I didn't disable the HDMI output that is baked in the footage, as you can see here, and maybe I made this mistake in a recent short film video for like 10 clips or something, and the client was not so happy about it. But yeah, that can happen, and you have when you have a recorder, you have to press record also on the recorder and in the camera, so that can be a little bit annoying. And I think Atomos Ninja V, if you know that you want it because your client needs it, then get one of these things. For me, is this nothing, because I have the All.Intra recording from the Lumix S1H, which is basically ProRes. I can not see any difference whatsoever. For me, is this basically ProRes high quality? Please write a comment if you correct me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from this Berlin German filmmaker, and I promise you in the next video I'm a little bit more healthy because I am a little bit sick. It's January. Happy New Year if you see this here. If you see me the first time, welcome to this little channel from this German filmmaker. See you in the next video.